let's move on. Secular Proton is asking, are you guys for single payer, public, or private healthcare? So yeah, I'm for a hybrid system, something like what they have in France. And France really has one of the best healthcare systems. There's several components of the healthcare system. Here in Canada, we've got the single payer system, and that's great because everybody has access to it. You know, it's affordable. It's you know, it's you pay your a certain amount of taxes and everybody gets free healthcare, which is an amazing thing. You know, nobody takes that for granted. But there's another component of healthcare, and that is the actual quality of the healthcare that's being provided. And a lot of that really comes from competition, right? When you have good research and development happening, you've got competition in terms of who provides better technology, better services, the biomedical engineers, and all those advances. So that part of it really comes from competition. So if you have the private healthcare, you know, if you have a private system, and then you have a public component of it that is giving them competition, then it drives quality up because of competition, and it drives costs down. Right. So that's actually an element of that we don't see in. I don't think we see it in Canada as much as the U.S. or in France, or Germany.
The issue with that is going to be that, I don't know, the people, like, I don't know, if you have a competition with the private, and the private, I don't know, the people who need, like, the people who are going to be in the public option are going to be the most riskiest ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the private one will have different prices for the different risk levels. So everybody that has the highest risk will go to the public one, and then the public option will have to bear much higher costs than it would have if it didn't have the private competition. So that's what a lot of people will say. You know, like, you get the worst cases, the costliest people will become in the public one option, and the government now has to bear a lot more cost than if it didn't have that competition. What do you think about the alternative model? Again, I don't know. I'm just asking. Okay, I don't know if this works or not. What do you think about just giving people, the government, instead of spending its taxpayer on healthcare itself, just giving people the money, like, that could only be spent on healthcare? And depending on how bad your situation is, like, if somebody has higher risk, higher health issues, they get more fund. Like, that money that was supposed to go in funding healthcare, instead just is given to individuals as cash that could only be spent on healthcare, and the people who have more issues get more money. Do you know what I mean? The reason why that might be a superior model is because it will first of all, the people are being supported by the government for health issues, but at the same time, competition will be there. And also, the level of help that you're getting is correlated to how much help you need. Like, people with higher preconditions will actually get more funded, right? So this doesn't kill, would that ever work? Like, getting tax credits for spending on healthcare, and competition will still be around if you did that?
Yeah, it depends on whether you're doing it before or after. I don't think it's that much different from everybody sort of paying their taxes, and that same taxpayer money is given to. It's like, you know, the public options where the government acts as a big insurance company, and then
this model will, but that model kills competition. This one doesn't. No.
No, I still think it would kill competition. I don't think it would work out. But either way, whatever happens.
Okay.
Whatever happens, you're going to have to regulate it, right? I mean, you have to. It's a very complex thing. So even if you have a public-private hybrid, you're going to have to make sure that's regulated in certain ways. When it comes to preconditions, when it comes to, like, keeping costs down and things. But that's a much longer discussion.
I'm just going to say that my model wouldn't kill competition, is because you're giving the people the money, and the people have to choose which healthcare to go, which insurance and which healthcare to go to. So that's why, because the people have to choose, it will actually encourage competition rather than killing competition. That's what I will say.
Yeah,
and by choosing not just the healthcare, but also choosing which insurance they go to. And also, you could also have regulations where it kills any kind of cooperation when it comes to insurance, like breaking them apart, making sure that there are, breaking monopolies between insurance companies. Those regulations, I think, might help to encourage competition.
Hey guys, if you want to join these streams live, get your comments and questions read by Ali and Armin and the guests, and most importantly, to get full access to the full video versions of all these episodes, become a patron. Link in the description below.